I'm Rantasmo, and the Covenant needs more gay. Today we're going to talk about a movie that I like to call Not the Craft. Not the Craft is a sort of horror action movie type thing from about 8 years ago, about high school kids who are also warlocks. A new kid shows up and he turns out to be an evil warlock and wants to steal the other warlocks' powers and also probably make out with them. The Covenant does obviously bear some strong resemblances to The Craft in that it's about high school kids with magic powers who turn on each other. But it's even more similar to the works of David Dakota, and specifically his Brotherhood series, in that it heavily features hot guys in both horrific and homoerotic situations. It is also similar to the Brotherhood in that it sucks.
How about I make you my biatch?
Where to even begin? I suppose I might be persuaded to admit that The Craft has a flaw or two, but one thing you can say about it is that you can tell its main characters apart. They look different, they have different goals, different backgrounds, they're all noticeably different. With the Covenant, we've got pretty white rich guy with brown hair, pretty white rich guy with blonde hair, pretty white rich guy with also brown hair, pretty white... Wait, did I already show him? How many of these guys are there, even? Don't get me wrong, I can certainly appreciate that they're hot and wear bathing suits the size of a bracelet. But do they have to be so uniformly hot? Not only are all the main characters at an unrealistic level of Abercrombie and Fitchiness, they're all extremely privileged. In fact, I think they might actually be privilege elementals. They are rich, white, able-bodied, ostensibly straight young men. They're the most popular kids at their private school, and to top it off, they were born with magical goddamn powers. Now, the fact that they're privileged isn't a problem in itself. Some of the most interesting characters in media have been extremely privileged. But they make for a much harder story to tell effectively than that of someone who gains or loses power over time. Like when a group of girls starts out as unpopular outcasts and then develops the ability to make racists' hair fall out. The members of the Covenant do talk about power a lot, but I kind of get the sense that power in this case is a euphemism for especially when it comes to the campy, over-the-top bad guy.
I have everything I could possibly want. It's what I need. More power.
There are two things that this guy wants to eat right now. Dick and scenery. Really, between the close proximity blocking and certain lines of dialogue.
What are you looking at, fag?
Think between your legs. It's like a penis, only smaller.
Zing? I do have to wonder if this guy wasn't coded gay on purpose. Especially since the code in this case includes a kiss on the lips. It really doesn't help that the climax has them throwing translucent globs at each other. I also would have liked to see more creative use of magic in the action scenes. The Covenant's powers do include destroying cars, reassembling cars, and making cars fly.
Harry Potter can kiss my ass.
But the big fight scene at the end is just glob, 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 and then a bigger glob that explodes. You know, I'm still not quite sure who this movie's target audience was supposed to be. Was it straight girls? Because the female lead in this is hardly even a character. She's more or less there to be fallen in love with, and spends a good portion of the film as an unconscious, inactive damsel plot device. Oh, I see you've had a sexy lamp installed. This movie does have some decent ideas, and that dream sequence with the spiders did give me a few chills. But overall, the acting sucks, the writing sucks, and the most interesting characters are the abs. And that's why I feel that The Craft holds up much better as a high school witch cult classic for gay guys. If The Covenant is that hot guy in high school that you're physically infatuated with, but turns out to be sort of shallow and uninteresting, then The Craft is the cool goth girl from drama club who you end up staying friends with beyond graduation. One of them is worth cherishing, and the other will make you its biatch.